Uh, 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 uh.
The New York Times published a collection of rare photos of Donald Trump throughout his lifetime. Using the concepts obtained from Gillian Rose's The Good Eye, we will begin to understand the implications of their photo selections. We will be evaluating a few of the photos using color, focus, camera angle, and expressive content. To begin with, the color of any photo can have profound impacts on viewers. When considering color, one must also consider black and white, contrast, and saturation. In this photo, which was taken in the privacy of their own home, the black and white creates a feeling of intimacy. This can also be observed in this photo where Trump is in the privacy of his car. Comparatively, in this photo, which is in the public realm, color is used. The vibrant colors of the photo serve to create a sense of happiness and are reflective of the current mood of Trump and the contestants on the yacht. On another note, saturation refers to the intensity of a color. The saturation of this family portrait was increased, creating more intense colors. With the intensity turned up, the golden tones are really brought to life, which seems to suggest extreme wealth. The intense white spots or highlights give texture to the fabrics, mostly velvets and silks, which further emphasize wealth. This photo is also highly saturated. These bright colors bring a lot of energy to the photo, which is representative of the atmosphere as Trump gives his acceptance speech.
The function of focus is also important to analyze when looking at images. For instance, the entire photo of Ivana and Donald in their apartment is in focus. What this does is help emphasize the couple's lifestyle rather than the two people included in the photo and the relationship. If the emphasis was meant to be on the couple, oftentimes the focus of the image would be of just the people and have the foreground or background blurred. The couple is not even seated next to each other, but rather they are positioned in such a way that their environment can be displayed, showing off their comfortable living style. Everything in the image, all the way to the back, is in focus. Contrary to this image, the photo of Donald Trump at his acceptance speech uses focus to emphasize him as the president-elect, along with Mike Pence as his vice president. Donald Trump is the most important person at the event and should be what everyone is focusing on, which is why the photographer has decided to blur the foreground, framing the view of Trump and Pence. Additionally, an image's use of camera angle can help portray the effect of being superior or subordinate depending on the height in which an image is captured. For example, the image of Donald Trump in front of the New York Stock Exchange is taken with a camera angle with the effect of looking up. This was taken after he listed his stock in 1995. The angle of the photo makes Trump appear more powerful, wealthy, and shows him with assumed authority. It is almost as if he has conquered the stock exchange and everyone else would be subordinate to Trump.
Expressive content is defined simply as the feel of an image. The specific manner in which elements are arranged in terms of the whole image, whether or not in interaction, relationship, or fusion with the subject matter, is used in order to express a feeling, idea, or sensation. The image of Donald Trump as he sweeps his bride, Marla, off her feet to kiss her in front of the photographers after their wedding ceremony is less focused on Trump and more about Marla's expression. Her smile is clenched, giving the sense of extreme discomfort. In the background, there are three men with contradicting facial expressions. One appears angry, one appears joyous, and the last seems distracted. The conflicting expressions give the audience the overall sense of uneasiness when looking at this photo. So as you can see, there are many different elements of an image that generate a feeling or idea about its subject. In a world filled with media, it is important for us as viewers to understand the messages we are receiving based on these elements and have the knowledge in order to analyze the message to form our own conclusions.
Cause a disaster, better think twice for your mess from Nebraska. Ton of walk time, full of clock, move faster. Shoes in the sky, man, everybody has to.